Hello, you're watching My Media Prime Television live from Douala, Cameroon. My name is FON QUINTER, welcoming you to the morning edition of Prime Flash, coming to you from our studios here in Cameroon's economic capital, Douala. Began this morning in the northwest region of Cameroon, where drivers and passengers using the Bamenda-Bali stretch to Mamfe, Ekok, and neighboring Nigeria have since Tuesday been grounded. They explain they are held in Bamenda, while their colleagues are equally trapped along the road with about 50 vehicles on board with passengers and goods, some suspected to be perishable. The drivers and passengers have sent distress calls to government officials to intervene so movement can be restored. Take a listen to some of the passengers and drivers in the following excerpts.
Very grave, because we cannot even go to the journey we used to go. In fact, our business is down. The road blockage has led us to, I don't even know how to explain it. Because I'm standing here like this, I was supposed to be in a cop for my business trip. I cannot go because of the road blockage. So, the earlier they can do something better, so that they should open the road to help everybody, including me that I'm talking like this. As for that, I've not yet done anything. I tried to ask the drivers that they are carrying us through. They said that something for 3 months. That is the voices that they have given the information. So I don't know which of the voices or whatsoever. That's how they are calling them. Yeah. I'm expecting government to do something so they should open the road. When the road will be open, everybody will be free to move along and come back.
Yes, the thing is really affecting me as a usual. Because I was leaving my village yesterday to go to where I'm staying. I'm staying in Mamfe. So unfortunately for me to reach Bamenda down here, I discovered that the road is blocked in Bali. That vehicles that are heading to Mamfe, Ekok, they cannot pass through Bali now. So the thing is really affecting us. Now we are blocked here. We are not able to reach our homes, to meet our families and share with them. So we are blocked here in Bamenda now. We don't know the way forward.
Now circulation has been restored along the Yaoundé-Edaya Stretch after a heavy-duty truck transporting plank fell around Puma. Reports say the accident, which happened earlier this morning, disturbed circulation along that stretch. No life was lost nor injuries sustained, but material damage recorded was enormous. Now some Cameroonians residing in the United Arab Emirates have decried poor treatment given them by authorities in Abu Dhabi following the alleged murder of an Emirati. Eileen Sama compiled the following report for us.
About 200 Africans, including several Cameroonians seeking greener pastures in the United Arab Emirates, were sent home under very poor conditions as a majority came straight from prison, leaving behind their valuables when their homes were raided by police following alleged crime by an African couple. According to a source, it all started on the night of Tuesday, July 20, 2021, breaking Wednesday, July 21, when some Nigerians living in Abu Dhabi, headquarters of the UAE, were accused by locals of practicing witchcraft and occultism. This prompted the government of the UAE to send a message to the Nigerian embassy, who reportedly failed to address the situation. A couple of weeks ago, a Cameroonian lady and her Nigerian boyfriend allegedly murdered an Emirati daughter and pregnant wife. As the story goes, the accused lady plotted with her Nigerian partner to murder a man and his pregnant wife in a home where she worked as a nanny after she found a huge sum of money in the house. The said incident provoked mass arrest of Africans, mostly Cameroonians and Nigerians living in Abu Dhabi.
We don't have for Dubai airport, so now we'll be first batch where they remove and this today. So there are many o'clock for this thing for prison where they deport we now. So we are playing the kickoff for 4 o'clock for morning time. So we don't have for airport now, so we will friend them. Or we write yourself today for inside prison. The job only come for Lajin building. They can't carry we, they can't broke door carry we for on top of we dey sleep, we not know what we will do.
Na live band where they put them for we for you. Or we na live band, no money come again, na live band dey for system.
It is worth mentioning that most of them, according to credible sources to My Media Prime TV, were unjustly arrested by police, detained for weeks before being placed a live ban into the UAE, then later on deported. Meantime, Cameroonians still residing in the UAE have pleaded with the Cameroonian authorities to intervene in the unfortunate incident.
Now, the divisional officer for Yaoundé One, Aruna Nyanji, has banned a planned mega Republican protest announced by opposition Cameroon Renaissance Movement Party of Professor Maurice Kamto. Responding to a declaration of interest to organize a protest, the divisional officer says such acts would encourage the spread of the deadly COVID-19 pandemic. The country is still grappling with, hence the protest is prohibited. The protest, according to the document, is meant to promote living together, call for peace in the two English-speaking regions, show solidarity to the population of the Far North region, and push for the promotion of national integration. Number one, the press conference aimed at boosting the comedy sector in Cameroon, organized by one of Cameroon's top comedians, senior pastor in prelude to a grand comedy show dubbed I Am Not Joking, to hold in the nation's economic capital today. NOLINGA attended the press conference and compiled the following report.
After seeing the need to curb performance deficiency amongst public space entertainers in Cameroon, one of Cameroon's top comedians, senior pastor, in a showbiz/comedy masterclass, now redresses the status quo. Proceeding from a brief press conference, the masterclass is in prelude of a grand comedy show dubbed I Am Not Joking, scheduled for tomorrow, and according to the organizer, here is the backdrop behind today's event.
Comedians, they don't even know that they need to read. They don't even know that they need to watch news. They just believe that it's talent, and talent is never enough. Bankers go for seminars. Journalists go for seminars. Everybody go for seminars. But the entertainer don't want to go for seminars. That is the need. I saw the need for people to be taught.
Personality highlights for the upcoming comedy show include Ali Baba, President Chop Chop, Godons, Alain Menge, Elong Brander, Senior Pastor, Waxday, amongst others, some of whom have expressed great satisfaction towards this initiative.
I came with a bag of 34 years experience, and I'm coming to share several things. One, about creating content. I'm here to share managing fame. I'm here to share expanding your reach.
2 years ago, when I was here in Cameroon, I think I saw him on stage at the Canal d'Or. He was amazing. He was great. And it's important to say, to the younger generation, when they do something which is good, you tell them that it is good, it is well done.
Characterizing this masterclass was also a chain of questions and answers between the seasoned facilitators and the participants, which has left mindsets transformed.
The most important thing for a young comedian is to be inspired, is to be touched by the elders, is to be touched by those who have made it before you.
With the Cameroonian entertaining industry on the rise, it is hoped that this initiative further boosts the growth rate to international recognition.
Now, the 6th edition, Season 3 of Impact Talks, a monthly leadership training organized by Go Ahead of Africa, has been held under the theme Strategic Management as Tools of Fostering Growth and Sustainability of Enterprises. Lasha Kingsley in the following report.
Strategic management is an indispensable tool in the growth and sustainability of companies. This was the focus of the 6th edition, Season 3 of Impact Talks, a monthly leadership training conference for top and middle management of companies, an initiative of Go Ahead Africa Limited. Leadership coach Roland Quemen highlights the importance of strategic management.
It's important for managers to have mid-term and long-term strategy. We are very, very operational. And when we are too operational, we have a tendency to just do things now and finish now. But it's important for us to have time to reflect, to withdraw, and to project our organization, to project our business.
Roland Quemen explains further that for companies to grow and be sustainable, 3 key things must be taken into consideration.
It is important to have planning, proper planning. Number 2, to have a better organization. Who is doing what? What are the tools? What are the smart things? The third one is the staffing. How do we recruit? Which type of collaborator do we need in this current situation and even for tomorrow? How do we anticipate? The other element is about controlling. We should control and have clear audits of our organization. Last but not least, it's about evaluation.
One of the main speakers of the conference shares his 25 years of experience in the oil and gas sector when it comes to strategic management.
My message was to explain, especially to the young, that they have their place in our business. We really want to develop something with them. I don't think that we can do such a thing alone. It's not possible. They have a place. We don't have to always blame them. They don't have the chance that we had when we were young. Many things has changed, and we also have to be part of this development.
Participants were also schooled on the importance of investing in human resource.
I think one of the things that came out clearly is the investment in the human resource, who are actually the ones to enforce the vision of the owner of the company. So if you think long term and you don't have a team that you have invested in to implement your vision, then it is just thinking in the air.
The session ended with question and answers from participants online and in the conference hall.
News out of the country: at least 13 civilians have been killed in clashes in Central African Republic, according to the United Nations peacekeeping mission in the country. The MINUSCA said it found 13 lifeless bodies in Bagbota, about 300 kilometers from the capital Bangui. It said in a statement that it would establish facts on this unfortunate incident and ensure that the suspects are brought to justice for their crimes. The country has been in turmoil since 2013, when Muslim rebels from the Selika umbrella group seized power in the majority Christian country. Now, Rwandan forces deployed to help contain an Islamist insurgency have killed at least 30 jihadi security officials in Mozambique, say. They said the troops were patrolling a forest near the northern part town of Palma when they encountered the militants. The Southern African Regional Bloc is also deploying troops, and Portuguese forces are helping to train the Mozambican army. About 800,000 people have been displaced by the 4-year insurgency, while several others have been killed, many of them beheaded. And Nigeria has received the first 6 military aircraft it bought from the United States, which are expected to boost its efforts in tackling violence by various armed groups. The A-29 Super Tucano planes landed in the northern city of Kano on Thursday afternoon after they were received by the Defense Minister Bashi Magashi. The planes are expected to help in the surveillance and airstrikes against insurgents and other criminal gangs. The country is grappling with an insurgency by Boko Haram that has waged for more than decades, killing hundreds of thousands of people and displacing millions of others, mainly in the northeastern region. We've come to the end of the morning edition of Prime Flash on My Media Prime Television. Coming up next is In the House with Alice. My name is FON QUINTER. Stay tuned to more programs on The African Eye. Goodbye.